You are now watching Zacian, the best place to learn about competitive Pokemon TCG. Let's get it! Yo, what's poppin' YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Zacian here. Word up! Today we're going to be covering over Celebi V Max. Yep, you heard that right, Celebi V Max. I normally cover competitive concepts, and when a new set releases, I try to cover everything that is relevant or might be interesting for viewers to watch. This kind of falls into a bunch of those things. I think that Curative Forest on Celebi V Max might be better than most people think. So this is more of a concept and not necessarily a deck list. Of course, there's going to be some gameplay, and it's just been something where I'm trying to boost healing efficiency to kind of get over a low damage output threshold. So 130 damage sucks, and searching 2 Pokemon is not much better. Those are attacks that I'd expect on like a Pokemon that evolves into a good attacker. This being the main attacker, really we're playing it to heal. And the healing part is going to be really cool. It's not just healing though, I'm trying to win games while healing. So watch me struggle. I don't necessarily cover decks like this all the time, but I'm passionate about this one and I think it's really cool, and there's really cool things in the deck list. If you want to check out the deck list while we play around, you can check it out in the description below. Copy and paste that into PTCGO, learn a thing or two, try a different deck, and I mean this one's going to be pretty cheap to pick up. While you're there, feel free to check out some of my sponsors. Pick up a Zacian merch tee. These are hot. I love the color pink, and the shirt is cool looking. We got some playmats in there. If you want to pick up a custom playmat or a Zacian playmat, check out your playmat. If none of those things are your vibe, give this video a like. Subscribe to the channel. We just passed 4,600 subscribers. It's crazy. I really appreciate it. We're so close to 5,000. And leave this video a comment. Let me know if you think a Celebi looks like an onion or not. It really helps boost the YouTube algorithm. So leave those comments below. That being said, let's jump into this deck profile and see what's poppin'. So here we have it. We got the Celebi V Max deck. And Celebi V Max, the whole idea behind this deck is to use Curative Forest. So once during your turn, you may heal 20 damage from each of your grass Pokemon. That ability stacks because if you have 4 Celebi V Max out, you're healing 80 per turn. So the whole idea was to heal tank hits, and that's where I searched and kind of browsed through everything. I came up with Leviani, the ability Blanket Weaver, so your grass Pokemon take 40 less damage from attacks. So effectively, if that's healing, we're doing healing 120. Of course, we have a split of the Celebi Vs, just to have different things. Maybe we want to attach energies, maybe we want to have Find a Friend, Line Force. There's cool things that we could do. We're not doing a lot in the early game, so that's why I went for Zacian V. I added in a Venusaur Snivy. I felt it was on kind of trend or kind of on brand to be using Shining Vine. So whenever you attach a grass energy from your hand to one of your Pokemon, you may switch it with one of your bench Pokemon. So it's kind of like boss's orders. Maybe that's not going to be the best thing. Shining Vine's one of those weird kind of attacks, but it's not bad. Added in a 2/2 Galarian Slowking. So Mysterious Potion is certainly mysterious. You could choose one of your Pokemon and flip a coin, so it's a little bit of gambling, but I think it's forced gambling. Healing 90 damage from that Pokemon if Tails put 3 damage counters on that Pokemon. It's one of those things where, yeah, you might not have a lot of damage on you, and you could go for the Mysterious Potion. It's up to you, but you could also heal first with Curative Forest, see if you're going to be able to take the damage or not, then go with a Malolana, saving you some potential space. We play Marshadow and Chaotic Swells to get around Path to the Peak, just so we can always use Curative Forest. Moo Cheese, as much as it looks like it's a meme card, and it also looks like delicious cheese, healing 30 damage from 2 of your Pokemon that have energy attached seems pretty easy. And basically healing with Malolana, getting them back with Cynthia Caitlyn, and we can always search out things to discard with Max Plants. So the goal here is attack with Max Plants, heal, attack with Max Plant, heal. I don't necessarily care about damage output if my healing is through the roof, and in a lot of cases it might not matter. In some cases it might, so don't necessarily view this as I'm trying to sell you on Celebi V Max. I think that Celebi V Max has more use to it than originally thought with Curative Forest. I'm trying to boost the efficiency of healing in decks. So this is me exploring Pokemon in a whole different way, trying to heal as much as possible, and making sure that this deck can just survive off of its low damage output. So kind of a concept instead of a deck. I think it's pretty cool. I tried to construct it and did a lot of cute little things, being able to search out energies with Guzmahala, and Guzmahala can be searched out with Tag Call. Like, this deck certainly has some cute things going for it. We'll have to see how it plays out. I've talked to a couple of my friends so we can play against some normalized deck lists. I don't want to hit up fire stuff on the ladder. This deck would probably just lose to a Victini VMAX. 440 is just a knockout. But if something's doing less than 310 regularly, you might just be able to heal for the rest of the game. And that's the whole idea. So let's jump into the gameplay, see what's going on. Okay, so our opponent here is going to see if they're going to go first. We're playing against the mighty Crollo, Hex Guardian. We won the coin flip. We are playing a deck that wants to get a bunch of evolutions out to heal block our opponent. So we do want to go first. So that sounds really cool. This actually is not a bad hands. It's not a great hands, but it's not a bad hands. We can also get out Zacian. Zacian might not be bad. So we're going to start off with a single Celebi. And our opponent started with Marshadow. Okay, so, like, I think we could always pitch, like, a Malolana if we really need to. Let's pitch away the Malolana for... We're going to search through here. Let's go for a Zacian V. I think that sounds totally normal. We're going to go Slowpoke goes down here. I'm going to go Capture Energy goes here. Capture Energy is going to go ahead and grab... I have Sewaddle, Swadloon. I could reduce damage by more if that makes sense. I need to figure that out if that makes sense. I can start searching things out maybe next turn. So yeah, I'm going to go for Sewaddle here because it's going to do more than a Celebi can immediately. Well, I need to eventually get it out. Like, I think by the time we get it out, it's going to work decently. And then I'm just going to go for Intrepid Sword. So you want to know what? This is not a bad start. And the goal of this deck, again, is just to heal as much as possible. It was more or less an idea of healing 80 damage every single turn. Oh, is Crowler going to bring down the Celebi V? Yes, that means we could evolve it next turn. That's kind of hot. So yeah, we're just trying to heal and kind of tank our opponent's hits. Okay, so this is some kind of ADP deck. We'll have to see how this works. Now, the thing that sucks when we're playing against ADP is that we're just doing like 130 against an ADP every single time we attack, which sounds terrible. There's no other way to make it sound good. Like, Celebi V's damage output is really bad, so that's why its healing is like way up. So this has got to be like one of those things where we're just trying to heal as much as possible. And that's really where we're at right now. Okay, so I mean, we're not, there's no turn 1 Altered Creation GX, which is cool. I'm totally cool with that. We currently don't have it, so let's go Tag Call. I can grab out this, and I don't have a Malolana, so I am going to grab out one of those. Let's go ahead here and go Cynthia Caitlyn, pitch the Guzma Hala. Grab back the Malolana. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay. So we are able to start searching things out. Kind of an awkward start again. But we're vibing here. So let's go Celebi VMAX. Nothing to heal. So this is where the deck's going to start searching out all the Pokemon that we want to have. So let's go for Max Plant for the knockouts. So there's the knockout on our opponent. So we've taken a prize card with this deck. We want to go Swadloon, and we definitely want to go for Celebi VMAX. So that's going to give us our most healing power right now. If our opponent, if we were expecting a lot of damage, I could have definitely gone for the Galarian Slowking. So this deck's going to be able to search out a decent bit of stuff. Like, there's ways for us to get around things, and we could just go 130, 130, 130. I mean, we win the game in 5 turns, if I've done my math correctly. I think that's really where we're at. So 5 turns sounds cool. Let's go like this. And we gotta watch out for the other Pokemon that we put down on our bench. Like, maybe this is a matchup where we only go with Celebis. I am gonna go Tag Call again, just try to thin things out of this deck. Our Venusaur Snivy is prized, so that would have been really nice with our Pokemon communication, just to get something else out. And considering Celebis have, that Celebi has 180, that Celebi has 190. You only want to put down the 190 Celebi in this matchup because their Ultimate Ray is now hitting for 180. Let's go like this. I don't think I need the Moo Cheese. I don't think I need the Pokemon communication anymore, actually. So I'm going to grab this back. So there's the Celebi VMAX, and I'm going to go here and search my deck with max plants. So there's 130 there. And let's go for Galarian Slowking. Those are the ones that have 180. That's what I thought, unfortunately. We're going to go Slowking and Leaviani. So, I mean, there's a certain point where they might not be able to do too much damage to us. Like, I think it's really going to be reliant on Corolo using boss's orders on things like Swadloon, Galarian Slowking, and against the Zacian V. I don't have a way to draw less prize cards here. I have ways to heal. So this is really where the deck starts to take off. And I can heal almost everything from this Pokemon. And this is, like, ADP might not be the best example, but some decks have, like, a damage cap. And that's really where it's going to pay off here. So let's go ahead and go, we could go Moo Cheese if we really want to. I think I want to just get out the Leaviani. I'm going to go for Slowking. And before I do anything, I'm going to go Mysterious Potion. We're going to choose this Pokemon. So unfortunately, we're going to take some damage there, which is why this card's wacky crazy, not fun. Let's go Curative Forest. Let's go Curative Forest. We could discard things pretty easily when it comes to this deck. Like, you can always go Malolana. Let's heal. Let's go discard this, discard this. Send up Zacian V. We can always go like Moo Cheese. So if we didn't get heads, it would have been a lot better. Now our opponent can with a Rusted Sword hit for 290. So I'm gonna go for the rusted, the Moo Cheese, and we're gonna go Air Balloon here, retreat into the Celebi VMAX, and now I'm gonna go for Max Plants. So there's another 130. We now win the game in 4 turns. So we gotta step things up a little bit here. I can grab out other Pokemon, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab down both of these. The good thing about getting cards for Malolana to discard is you always grab cards with max plants, and that should correlate with the amount of game time that you have in a game to win. Like, again, we gotta really watch out for the Zacian V, but now there's the 120 damage less. So as long as there's no boss's orders here, we're probably okay. And I'm not sure what the Meowth is there. It might just be another attack, but hopefully it's just like 180. Okay, so that is not a boss's orders. So the least amount of boss's orders that we see is good. Okay, so if one of your Pokemon GX were knocked out, you can see that this is now doing 140. We can now heal everything off if necessary, which I think is just sick. So let's go Galarian Slow Poke goes down because I probably want to get that out. I can heal 40. You want to know what? Let's try and go for it. Let's go for Mysterious Potion because I can heal enough if I get it. So let's go Mysterious Potion goes here. Heads, boom. So now we don't need to play Malolana. We can get back a Malolana because I can just go Curative Forest, Curative Forest. So this is really where the deck like starts like healing, and you have a bunch of like, it's almost like when I was playing a Florges deck, there's a lot of coin flip involved when it comes to something like Mysterious Potion, but you can always kind of adapt to what's going on in the game. And they can't do 300, they could do 290. So we are going to take care of this Celebi, or in this ADP. Let's go ahead and go Celebi VMAX. Let's go Capture Energy there, so we always have another Pokemon. I am going to go Cynthia Caitlyn away, this Celebi VMAX that I don't think I need, for a Malolana. And so we got triple Malolana vibing in our hand. Let's go ahead and take this knockout. Let's go Max Plants. Boom, knockout. And then we're going to go ahead and just grab Galarian Slowking. And I'm just going to grab a Celebi. There's nothing on our bench that they could bring down, like if they play another Mawile or anything like that. And our bench is quite full, so our goal here is just to vibe out. And I guess I'm forgetting, like, maybe I could have done even less or been a little bit less worried because of Leviani. I think that's probably going to be a good thing. Because this is now doing 260, 260. Okay, so there's the first boss. And I mean, ADP is certainly going to be one of those decks that I got to worry about the boss. Because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Like, there's ways for ADP to take these prize cards. 130 minus 30 is 100. So us not having access to Venusaur Snivy is going to be really bad. I think that's going to be the biggest issue that we're going to fall into. Let's go with this here. I can't put down any other Pokemon for the rest of the game. And that's really going to be the sad part of it. So let's evolve here. And is there anything else that I could potentially attack with? I probably want to just have an air balloon for this if I'm ever really worried about it. I could also attack with Razor Leaf if necessary. Let's go Leviani. And I'm going to go ahead and play the Marnie. I think Marnie, my opponent's hand is way too big. So it sucks because we're not going to see those Malolanas for a minute. But if they do bring up Slowking, our opponent has to bring up 2 things. Carlo's got to bring up 2 things. So let's go ahead here. Curative Forest, heal from all of the grass Pokemon. And let's go ahead and go with Max Plants. So we got to 3-shot this Pokemon. And that's really where it's going to be tough. I don't think there's going to be another Malolana, so I'm just going to bring those back just to discard from my hand for next turn with Malolana. And it's just going to be like one of these continuous back and forth struggles. Like, I think since our Venusaur Snivy is prized and we can't ever bring it back, that's probably where things get awkward. Because you can go attach an energy to the Venusaur Snivy, bring up a Pokemon that you want to bring up. So, okay. This isn't too bad. How many boss are there? There's 4 boss and an Eldegoss. So, I mean, I think we're now dealing with this for the rest of the game. I don't think there's another way to bring up other Pokemon. Which kind of sucks, because now it's doing 260. We gotta figure out how to heal for the rest of the game. I think that's going to be the big boy issue here. They won't be able to bring that up, because, again, there's 4 boss in the discard pile. 1, 2, 3, 4, and there's an Eldegoss. So I can only assume that's how that's going to work. So I don't need to necessarily worry about what's going on there. And if they bring up one of these, they're not going to be stalling it out. They're just going to be knocking it out. So let's go ahead here and hit with Max Plants. I think that's going to be the big play here. So let's go Max Plants. So if they attack with this next turn, we do knock it out. And that certainly would be cool. If we do not attack with it next turn, I mean, we should be able to, like, I think they're going to attack with it. Oh, if they don't, there's also 7 cards left in their deck. Let's see what they have for Metal Saucers. Okay, there's, like, no Metal Saucers here. It might be a bit of a grind. Maybe the Metal Saucers are just at the bottom, or maybe, did I miss it? I could be going crazy. We'll have to see how it goes. There's a Malolana. Is there no Metal Saucers, maybe? Oh, we take the dub. Let's go. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna call the coin flip, calling heads. We'd like to go first if possible. Playing against my good pal, Logan. Let's see what's going on here. Start with the double Celebi VMAX. It's such a funny card. We'll see if we're able to win both games that we play in this, just in this video. This deck might hold more potential than I originally thought. Let's retreat that as 2. That's not bad. I like how the deck has Capture Energy and it has Quick Ball in this hand. I'm actually, like, pleasantly surprised with this. Although I don't necessarily like putting that down. Okay, that's actually really not bad. I'm just going to go Capture Energy there, search my deck. Zacian sounds really good. We prize Swadloon and we prized I always forget what the other one is. Sewaddle, I think. So that's something that's just not going to come out this game. There's Zacian V. I'm probably going to go ahead here and just go Air Balloon. I don't see a reason to use Air Balloon or not yet. Maybe I could just like Malolana it away. I think I could also get rid of a Grass Energy, but I don't necessarily want to either. It's kind of just like an awkward position. I think I go ahead and just Air Balloon the Zacian. Again, I'm not sure. I have enough Malolanas where I'm probably overreacting to this situation, so I'm just going to go Intrepid Sword for Grass and double Celebi V Max. So it would have been nice to discard the Grass Energy, have another Celebi V, because that's really how this deck's going to build up its damage reduction. But the fact that we're going to get out the Galarian Slowking and a Celebi V Max, like we can tank a couple hits here and there. If this is a PIKAROM deck, then they're hitting like 150, now it's 130, now it could be like heal an additional 90. Healing could be huge. It doesn't really matter when we get our attacks out, so the Crushing Hammers are probably going to live past, because this deck's not really focusing on hitting for a lot. It's more of a long-term setup deck. So I don't know. It's interesting at the very least. And we're getting Marnie. That sucks. But that's okay. You want to know what? We can get Marnie. We still have Zacian V. We're still just vibing. That is certainly not a hand that we wanted to see, though. What are we going to get here? Cynthia Caitlyn. I mean, that's not too bad. Let's go Cynthia Caitlyn. Cynthia Caitlyn, discard. I don't think we're ever going to get to the Leviani at this point. So there's another Grass Energy. We are just absolutely getting nothing here. I'm just going to use Intrepid Sword to get a few more cards. So maybe this is the game where like the deck crumbles to an early Marnie, because I think that Slowpoke's just going to be gone. We have access to Marshadow. We have like, it's one of those things where like, I think this Bolton can quickly get out of control, and us hitting it for 130 probably means a lot less than what I think it is. So there's a Grass Energy gone. That kind of sucks. There goes all the energies. I mean, Crushing Hammer in this case is certainly going to suck. So this is one of those games where I think the Celebi V Max deck, this is showing where it can really crumble. I don't even know what I'd send up next turn, and that's probably what I'm worried about. I think the play is to hit the Galarian Slowpoke here, if that's at all a possibility. So yeah, the Slowpoke getting knocked out, certainly cool. I will be able to get a VMAX out. It's not going to be able to hit for 310. So this seems fine-ish. Let's go Calm here 1 for a VMAX. Actually, just going to go Tag Call. Tag Call can grab out Guzma, Hala, and this. We also yeah, Venusaur Snivy is just gone. I hate discarding the Moo Moo Cheese, it sucks. But that's okay, we're just gonna go for a Call Energy, or a Capture Energy. I'm showing my age again. Yeah, we're gonna grab those. And let's go, Capture Energy goes here, searching for another Celebi V. We can go ahead and grab the one that has more HP. I think that's probably fine. Or maybe that's better later on in the game. I'm gonna go like this Celebi V. And then I'm gonna go Calm here, this Marshadow away for another Celebi V. I think this sounds like a good plan. Air Balloon goes there. And then I'm just going to go ahead and Intrepid Sword. I don't know if I want that one to be in the active, but I mean, I could always Malolana it away. So there's a Grass Energy. There's some stuff going on here. If I didn't remove both my energies, then I would just be max planning it up, building up my board states. So getting the third Crushing Hammer heads is just like, it's good there. But we're not in any like immediate danger here, because that's only 160 and we can heal a lot. So we're basically healing everything that just happened there. So let's go ahead, heal. Heal. Do I care about the like the chaotic swells or anything like that? Probably not. So let's just go ahead and, yeah, let's probably discard the chaotic swells, or the chaotic swell in the air balloon. I think that sounds like a pretty good idea. Let's go grass energy goes here. Now, I probably don't have the opportunity to use Quick Ball again, so I'm just going to go up and send this Pokemon up in the active, just because I can Mallow it away. And I'm going to go for Intrepid Sword. So, I mean, as much as we're discarding cards and we've gone through a decent bit of resources, we still haven't gone through as many resources as our opponents. And I think this is really where the deck's going to take off. We have lots of Mallow, we have lots of healing. Let's not undercut that value. And then we're just going to start 2-3-shotting our opponent's Pokemon. So if they just keep on going like 150 or anything like that, there's a good chance we could just heal everything away. So there's the 150. I mean, that's going to be a little bit tough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's a lot of damage. Let's go ahead here and Cynthia Caitlin first. I think that sounds like a really good idea. So we're not going to be able to heal as much as we want this turn. Mallow seems more important. And I can go heal here a little bit. Jeez, it's all the coffee is settling in the throat. Okay, so let's go for Pokemon Communication away the Galarian Slowking. I think that sounds like a decent idea right now. For a Celebi V Max, I think Celebi V Max is totally the wave here. If I heal this Pokemon 1, 2, 3, 90 damage, that leaves me with 60 plus 2, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's enough if they just have a switch. How many switch have they used? One switch. So I probably gotta retreat and just heal into something else. So let's go like capture energy here. I don't like that I have to deal with that though. So yeah, let's go capture energy here. We're gonna grab another Celebi V. Let's go Curative Forest. Curative Forest. Curative Forest. I mean, if they have Boss, Switch, Knockout on this, we'll just take the L. Let's send up this one because we do have access to Mallow. And I'm going to go ahead here and Intrepid Sword. So those early Crushing Hammers are really what's getting to us. The other issue that we're running into is that we play a limited amount of grass energies and we're not seeing them at this point. So we might just have to heal and do nothing again next turn, and that's really where it becomes spooky. Now, a cool thing about this deck is if you just Curative Forest while a Pokemon's on the bench, you could just sit there and heal if your opponent does not have a boss. I mean, that's certainly a way. So there's the boss switch. We just had to deal with it. So now we're one boss away from losing this game. So I mean, I think this game, what if we won the game? I'm not sure. There's a lot of factors. The Crushing Hammers really hurt. The 3 Crushing Hammers, the bosses, all that stuff can certainly hurt. We'll send up this Pokemon because it has free retreat. See what we get. We got grass energy. So, I mean, we can start doing some stuff. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. A 10th energy certainly gets the knockouts. There's no other way for us to prevent that. So we just kind of have to retreat here, send this up. And then we have to go for Max Plant for 130. Going for these two. So 1 energy, I believe, gets the knockout. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 270, 280, 310 with the 10th energy gets the knockout. So I think our setup is probably a little bit too slow to win this game. This could grab out a Tapu Koko Prism Star. Yeah, there's a Tapu Koko Prism Star. So we totally lose the game. It's getting back both energies. So Well played to Logan. It's one of those things where it's tough to be a Celebi VMAX deck, but this is exactly how the deck can crumble. Overall, it's really fun, as you saw in the first game. Low damage output though, high healing. And that's what we got going on for this video today, peeps. I mean, in one game we were able to take down the mighty Crollo playing ADP. All those bosses hit the discard pile and we could just infinitely heal throughout the rest of the game. I'm not sure what happened to their metal saucers or wherever they went. We take those dubs and it's going to be awesome. Against Logan, PIKAROM hit us hard with those crushing hammers, and it showed some flaws in this deck. I'm not saying this deck is without flaws. This deck is probably terrible, but it certainly was fun to explore a different side of Pokemon. I typically only explore hyper-competitive decks, and I think as I continue to grow as a player, I think it's worthwhile for me to kind of play decks that boost stats. So this might be the best deck that heals, or the most healing efficient deck in Pokemon. So let me know what you think about it. Again, I'm asking in the comments below, does Celebi VMAX look like an onion? Let me know what your thoughts are. Really would be fun to have a fun discussion about this deck. Don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe to the channel. And feel free in the description, copy and paste that list and check out some of the sponsors, all that stuff. It does really help me out as a content creator. I'm just a dude who creates content. YouTube pays me a little bit. Anything else really helps me out. That being said, I'm going to go edit this video, so have yourself a great day. Peace out. I want to give a huge shout out to everyone who's become a channel member. It's one of those things where I appreciate every single person who watches my videos, and I mean, that's really where it counts, but for the channel members, they've gone out of their way to financially support me, and I truly appreciate that gesture. It's one of those things when I started channel memberships up on my channel, and I just didn't know if anyone was ever going to do it, so I truly appreciate everyone taking the plunge, taking a leap of trust, and investing in me as a content creator. Truly makes a difference for me each and every month. If you haven't already thought about becoming a channel member, you might want to contribute to the channel, and I do put everything back into the channel to make it the best possible place to watch for Pokemon TCG content. Again, I truly appreciate everyone. Thank you so much. Cheers. I truly appreciate you taking the time out of your day to watch this video. It means the world to me. And my goal with this channel is to spread my love of the game and knowledge with our entire Pokemon TCG community. If you haven't already, help signal boost this video to other Pokemon TCG fans by liking it, sharing it with your friends, and subscribing to the channel. Hopefully we reach our goals really soon. Check out this recommended video, and have yourself a great day. Thanks.